Russia-Ukraine war latest news. Russian intelligence ship became visible off the US coast. Less than 2 weeks after Russian and Chinese bombers flew sorties over the same area, the U.S. Coast Guard announced on Friday that a Russian intelligence ship passed within 30 nautical miles of Alaska's western islands earlier this week. On August 5, the Coast Guard cutter Alex Haley detected and trailed an unnamed Vishnu-class espionage ship near the Aleutian Islands, southeast of Amukta Pass, beyond the United States Exclusive Economic Zone, EEZ, according to the Coast Guard. According to the statement, the Alex Haley did not speak with the Russian vessel, but she did track the vessel as it transited east in the North Pacific waters. In order to keep an eye on the vessel, the Marine Law Enforcement Agency sent an HC-130 patrol plane to Coast Guard Air Station Kodiak in Alaska. The Alex Haley's home port is Coast Guard Base Kodiak, which includes the airstrip. It is not unusual for the Coast Guard to conduct this kind of monitoring of vessel activity, the agency stated. The Coast Guard cutter met presence to assure there were no interruptions to U.S. interests in the marine area around Alaska, according to Commander Stephen Baldovsky, who is in charge of the Alex Haley. Separate requests for comment regarding the exercises were unanswered by the Russian Foreign and Military Ministries. U.S. and other coastal governments can assert an exclusive economic zone, EEZ, up to 200 nautical miles, 230 miles, from the coast under international maritime law, granting them the right to use the maritime resources within that zone without interference. Contrary to popular belief, this region does not extend into the territorial sea, which normally terminates 12 nautical miles, 13.8 miles, off the coast. An email asking whether U.S. Navy ships or planes were involved went unanswered for some time. The Third Fleet is in charge of the Northern Pacific, which includes the waters surrounding Alaska. It was the Coast Guard's second detection of foreign military boats near the Aleutian Islands in the past month. There were sightings of 4 Chinese naval vessels in the Bering Sea north of the islands in July. The two countries' warships are currently practicing farther away from the Western Pacific, but last year there were about a dozen of them in the same region during an annual joint exercise. Intercepting a fleet of Russian and Chinese strategic bombers patrolling Alaska's air defense zone 2 weeks ago required the scrambling of fighter jets from the United States and Canada. According to officials, this marked the first occasion of such coordinated bombing operations between the two countries. Severomorsk, a fortified town in the northwest Murmansk region of the Arctic Circle, is home to Russia's Northern Fleet, which makes the country a formidable force in the region. 2 of Russia's 7 Vishnu-class signals intelligence ships, the Tavria and the Viktor Leonov, are under the command of the Northern Fleet. The latter has made port calls in Havana, Cuba, and has been discovered close American waters in the past. On a regular basis, Russian ships conduct research and other strategic deployments by crossing the Bering Sea into the Arctic Ocean's Chukchi Sea. On the other hand, as a result of climate change opening up new shipping lanes close to the North Pole, the United States Department of Defense reports that China's interest in the area is growing. In the Pentagon's updated Arctic strategy, Deputy Defense Secretary Kathleen Hicks stated last month that there has been an increase in cooperation between Russia and the People's Republic of China in the region. This cooperation has taken several forms, including commercial cooperation. The PRC is a major backer of Russia's energy exploration in the Arctic, and militarization, with joint exercises between the two countries off the coast of Alaska. According to Dmitry Peskov, a spokesman for the Kremlin, the memo included examples of conflict from the Americans.